Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jupiter James and this is Astro Motivation, where I awaken the astrologer within you and aim to give you a little inspiration and motivation per your unique placement within your birth chart. You know, I really do feel that before a time of iPhones and iPads and I this and I that, we were a culture and a society that were better able to look up at the stars and understand exactly where our dreams were and how to get them. And so if that sounds good to you, let's go ahead and get into it. Today I'm really excited to bring you guys another installment within my conjunction series, and that will be within the Venus conjunctions throughout the birth charts. Now, conjunctions within the birth chart are very important to the budding astrologer or anyone who is curious about the deeper aspects of astrology, because it feeds into the layers of a person's personality or outcomes within their birth chart, okay? And so today we're going to get into the planet of Venus and all the conjunctions that go into the planet of Venus. So just very quickly before we jump into the different conjunctions that Venus may be among, Venus is the planet in our solar system or in astrology that has to do with grace, harmony, beauty, balance, okay? And a little socialization and a little money is sprinkled in there as far as the traits that come about with Venus. So within this video, you will be able to know where Venus is able to have you making money a little bit from it, or you being someone that finds grace or harmony in that area of your life. Now, when you interplay this with different planets, you get different outcomes, right? So go ahead and grab your birth chart and look to see where your Venus is and see if it is close to a planet, whether it be the Sun, Mercury, Neptune. The only requirement is that Venus is close to, what is it? That Venus is close to the planet that you are looking at, right? And I would take that as like maybe a 5 to 10 degree, sometimes even 15 degree conjunction, right? It would need that planet that is next to Venus would need to be within 5 to 10, sometimes 15 degrees, okay? And I'm gonna put some examples here so that you really do understand what I mean by a conjunction, okay? And what it is for you, okay? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the different traits, occurrences, and themes that we can experience when we fall into the different conjunctions that Venus may be within, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. So let's say in your birth chart you have Venus conjunct Sun. This is going to be a very harmonious and balanced type of conjunction. It's going to be generally seen as a very positive conjunction because, as we know, the Sun in astrology is a very benefic and positive planet itself. Sun represents who you are. It is where you shine within the birth chart or in life, all right? Whatever house your Sun is in, whatever sign your Sun is in, if you are aligning yourself to that sign in that house, you will shine in that area. It shows where you shine, where you just naturally show up in life and in that particular energy of life, okay? And so when we add Venus, which is an equally benefic or positive force in the birth chart, this is only reinforced more positivity to who you are. You know, people are going to really see you as someone who is very, very beautiful, who is very harmonious. It's almost as if you take on the traits of Venus herself, okay? Because you are, whether you are a man or a woman, you are going to be someone who really embodies attractiveness, okay? You're gonna be within, whether it be in your physical appearance, whether it be within your aura, or whether it be within what you do, there's gonna be something very attractive about you that you are going to pull people to you and people are going to want to connect with you, okay? That's one of the biggest themes, is connection with Venus, okay? Because Venus is all about you and others, you know, you making a relationship, a harmonious bond with you and other people. And so when you have Venus conjunct Sun, this shows that you show up as a very attractive and harmonious and balanced force. You probably are someone that is very social. You will also be someone that is very, you will try to err on the side of not ruffling anyone's feathers. So this could be good or bad depending on who you are and maybe some things that you got to get done, because sometimes you got to break a few eggs to make an omelet, right? But with someone with that Venus conjunct Sun, you will not want to do that. You will only want to come across very beautiful, very harmonious, very pleasant, very even keel, whatever situation, environment, relationship that you are a part of. You want to make sure that everything is copacetic, all right? You want to make sure that you are providing harmony and balance. You see? So that and that can also be somewhat of a detriment at times, right? Because what happens when you need to stand up for yourself? What happens when you need to, like I said, like break a few eggs to make an omelet? What happens then, right? So that is always something that I kind of reinforce or warn people with the Venus conjunct Sun, is that, you know, there's a time and place for harmony, and there's also a time and place to kind of use that edge or use that grit to get things that you want to get to, because sometimes these people can fall prey to being too harmonious, right? Or too pleasant, and then people take advantage of that, you see? So this is what Venus conjunct Sun would offer the person. Let me know if you resonate, by the way. Let me know if this is something you resonate with. Now, I do want to say this, and I think I'm going to have to just start saying this. If your Venus in conjunct Sun is in Scorpio or in Capricorn or near Pluto or near Saturn, this analysis will change, okay? It's going to change. Anything within the malefic houses or within malefic aspects, it's going to change and alter this analysis. So if you are someone that has this placement and it is or is not in Capricorn, let me know, all right? But do know that those who have this in Capricorn or have it near Saturn or have it within a malefic house, it is going to alter this analysis. But just generally, those that don't, let me know if this resonates with you, okay? Let me know if this is something that you feel within your soul that you have to show up in a very harmonious and well-liked way, you know? And of course, this will alter and change depending on if there are other planets attached to this conjunction, okay? But let me know if this resonates with you, all right? I am wishing you all the best and many blessings, and I will see you on the next video, all right? Bye. Let's say you have Venus conjunct Jupiter in your birth chart, okay? No matter what house it's in, you have Venus conjunct Jupiter. So as we know, Venus is a loving, harmonious, and balanced force within our astrological birth charts, okay? Wherever we want to find out if where a person finds ease, where they find flow, where they find grace, we look to the placement of Venus in the birth chart, okay? So go ahead and let me know where your Venus is. And also, because it is conjunct Jupiter, right? Jupiter is also an equally very benefic force, meaning very positive, right? So this is going to only compound the positivity that you are already presently experiencing in that area of your life. I would really say, you know, this is somewhat of a rare type of conjunction, because it is putting a lot of good energy in that particular area of your life, in that particular energy and in that particular house within your life, all right? Whatever area that you have Venus conjunct Jupiter within, this is gonna show that you find extreme ease, abundance, luck, flow, harmony in that area of your life or in that sign of your life, okay? So this is a very, very lucky placement that you have here, okay? It's where you're gonna be finding a lot of joy, a lot of luck, a lot of ease. It's almost something as simple as breathing. You don't really have to think about it too much. You know, people will say to you, oh my God, you know, regarding wherever your Sun conjunct Jupiter is, they'll say, oh my God, like that part of your life becomes so easy for you. Like, how do you do it? And you probably don't even know. It just happens. It's easy for you. It's just something that happens. It's a very expansive force. Now, this can also speak to you being someone who could be very well learned. You could also be someone that within your ability to articulate your spiritual understanding or your ability to lead others, your ability to offer your wisdoms and your insights, they are very well received. You know, I see a lot of great writers or teachers or college professors with this type of placement because they are able to, remember Jupiter is the ruler of Pisces and Sagittarius. And so with that, this would make the person a natural guru, right? Even with within the things that they say, the things that they articulate, the things that they write, it's very well received because Venus is conjuncting Jupiter, meaning that the things that they say, the things that they teach, people are able to absorb it. People want to take it in from that person. You know, you could be teaching the same subject or saying the same thing that you've heard on the internet, but when you say it, people kind of lean in, they listen a little bit more, they engage a little bit deeper when you say it or when you write it or when you know, have it. It also shows in a more, a deeper sense that with this conjunction of Jupiter conjunct Venus that you may have a very bigger than life love life, all right? Your romantic partner, your partner that you are meant to end up with will be someone very bigger than life and very beautiful, very harmonious. They will also be someone that is very expansive to your life. They will be quite attractive. That is something that can be expected when you have Jupiter conjunct Venus, all right? So let me know if this resonates with you. I also have gotten to know that I have to kind of preface these videos by saying that if this conjunction is in the signs of Capricorn or Scorpio, please know that it is going to alter this experience, that it may take a little longer for you to wield this good energy here, because when you have anything in the planets or the signs of Capricorn or next to Pluto or what else? Scorpio, it's gonna be a bit tough, okay? So let me know if you do have that placement in the chart and I will let you know what you experience. But generally, for those that don't have Jupiter conjunct Venus in one of those signs that I just mentioned, let me know if you experience this, because I'm pretty sure you might. You know, this is where you will need to find flow in your life. Also, I will say this. I've also noticed that those who have Jupiter in particular places, and I believe that this is just the work of the universe, that it may require work for you in that area to find the ease and flow that is meant for you in that particular area, because it is something that you may not really want to work at. You know, Venus is gonna be energy that where you really do want to find yourself flowing into, rather than finding grittiness or really hard work. And so the luck that is there for you with Venus conjunct Jupiter could be a little locked up until you find the courage to access it, you know, until you find the courage to work at that area of your life. Because I found that a lot of people's Jupiter placement, they don't really use it until much later in life, and they find like, oh, I could have been using this great, harmonious, beautiful energy that I've always had within me, you see? So that could be something you may be experiencing as well. All right, but do know, generally, wherever your Jupiter conjunct Venus is, you are gonna be someone that is very magnetic. You're gonna be someone very beautiful. You're gonna be someone that's very harmonious. People are gonna find you extremely attractive. You are also going to, within that area of your life, wherever that Jupiter conjunct Venus is, you're gonna find extreme flow and abundance, if it is not in the signs of Capricorn or Scorpio. Okay, so you have a beautiful, blessed day. Let me know your particular situation within the comments below, and I will do my best to write back to you what that could be for you. Let me know the sign, the house that your Jupiter conjunction is in, all right? And you have a beautiful, blessed day. Go out and use that Jupiter conjunct Venus, because I promise you, you being out on the scene, you making connections, you offering your wisdoms, you being the life of the party is something that can come quite easy to you if you learn to access it, all right? You have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye. Let's say you have Venus conjunct Mercury within your birth chart, okay? Mercury, as we know, is the planet of anything cerebral, anything communicative, anything that has to do with the communication and thought processes of a person. You know, me as an astrologer, if I ever want to see what a person is thinking about, where their mind is focused on, I trace the placement of their Mercury, okay? Because Mercury is all about what is on your mind, how you communicate your message, how you speak, how you say what's on your mind, you know? So that is Mercury in the birth chart. And when it is conjunct Venus, all right, being the planet of beauty and harmony and grace and togetherness, you know, this is gonna show that that is gonna be an aspect of the things that are on your mind. You are probably gonna be someone that's always thinking about love. You are also going to be a little bit more on a more substantial scale. You're gonna be someone that is very, very articulate within your speech. You're gonna be someone that doesn't want to offend anyone with the things that you say, okay? So you'll be very, very diplomatic in the way that you offer your message. Even if you have to relay a bad message, you can be someone that offers the truth in such a good way that people are able to receive it. People are able to take it in. People want to lean in to the things that you say. This makes your communication faculties very, very blessed. All right. And I would encourage you to use your voice more. You may even have a creative gift within your writing or within your voice or within your ideas. Okay. Your ideas can make you money. When you have Venus conjunct Mercury, your ideas can make you money. Your voice can make you money. Perhaps you have a great tone to the voice. Perhaps you have a great way of writing. Right? You are very articulate. You can be very diplomatic. You can be a great salesperson with this type of placement. You could sell milk to a cow when you have Venus conjunct Mercury. All right. Now remember, if you have Venus conjunct Mercury in the signs or in the houses that have to do with Capricorn or Scorpio, this is going to change and alter for you. Okay, so let me know if you do have that within the comments below, and I will let you know what you specifically could be experiencing when you have Venus conjunct Mercury in Scorpio or in Capricorn. Okay, because it can alter it a little bit. And also, even if you don't have it in that, let me know what house your Venus conjunct Mercury is in, because that will show me where and through you speaking about those things, articulating those things, communicating about those things, that you are able to find grace, you are able to find money for yourself, that you are able to find flow. But do know that you are probably such a sweet talker. You really, really are. You find it easy to communicate. You know, you're probably your love language is probably words of affirmation. Right? That is probably something that you enjoy, is just conversation and speaking and letting people know how you, I wouldn't say necessarily feel, but you do want to speak and communicate because you would really have this area on lock. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to leave you there with that analysis. I really, really do hope that this gave you a little bit more perspective on what your Venus conjunct Mercury is in. As you know, I won't know what your placement specifically does for you without having your chart in front of me or without you telling me where your Venus conjunct Mercury is in the chart. But do know that I am wishing you all the communicative energy. Okay, I want you to be out there willing and dealing, using your voice, singing your song, writing your book, offering your message, because I promise you, it is in you articulating and offering the things that are in your mind that you will be graced and that you will be blessed and that you will find harmony and people finding you very attractive. Okay, let's say you have Venus conjunct Saturn. Okay, so as we know in the astrological birth chart and in our cosmos, Saturn is the great father of time. Okay, it is the great ruler of karma and the 3D realm. Okay, anything that touches Saturn will experience delays. Okay, including when it is a part of a conjunction. Okay, and so this is going to be somewhat of a 30-year delay. Wherever Saturn is, it's going to present its fair share of challenges. It's going to present its fair share of karma. It's going to present its fair share of struggles, lessons, so that you are able to work through and find the meaning in and the importance in order for you to find the gratification within it and the mastery in it ultimately. Okay, so given that Saturn matures after the first Saturn return, this is going to be something for you where it could be almost like a double-edged sword, because when I see Venus conjunct Saturn, it can be that you will be someone that takes love very seriously. Okay, it will be within your relationships and within your partnerships, whether romantic, friendly, or casual, or even business-wise, that you are meant to learn a lot of lessons, that there will be equal delays and equal lessons that you are meaning to learn within your relationships in life, whether it be the delay within your romantic life or the absence of a romantic partner, the absence of friends, the absence of harmony and balance that you experience in your life that you're meant to learn. This is going to be all according to Saturn's choosing in your chart how it wants to teach you how to find balance within your relationships with others, within you finding importance within being someone that shows up as a harmonious figure or a partnering figure with other people. You know, you may be someone that takes your work very seriously, and then that puts your love life on the back burner, right? That could be an area that can be seen with this Venus conjunct Saturn. Venus conjunct Saturn will show that you will be someone that you may find that you are a little bit more harmonious, balanced, physically attractive, a little bit more carefree after the first Saturn return. Okay, after the first Saturn return, or after the ages of 30, 35, you may find that you are willing to put yourself out there for love. You're willing to put yourself out there for romance. You're willing to go out and have a good time. You're willing to partner with other people. But you're gonna find that when you have Venus conjunct Saturn before those ages and before that event, before that astrological event of the solar or the Saturn return, that you will be someone that may avoid this area of your life. You may just prefer to work. You may just prefer to work for your professional achievements rather than your romantic achievements. You may be someone that is just very serious in love. You may have high standards in love. You may come off a little cold or standoffish at times when you have this Saturn conjunct Venus. But do know that this is all to ultimately grow you in life. You're gonna find that as you get older, you become a little bit more carefree, you become a little bit more social, you become a little bit more, harmonious and balanced. You find your attractiveness a little bit. This reminds me a little bit of like the ugly duckling experience, where earlier in life they're an ugly duckling, and then as they grow older they get more radiant, and it's all through the inside out. Maybe you learn the lessons that you need to learn within yourself and how to show up in the world and how to find balance and how to partner with others, that you then begin to radiate that from the inside out, and it becomes a part of your new way of being, that you just look better, you vibe better with others, things of that nature can be seen, okay? So if you are someone with this Venus conjunct Saturn, and you have a hard time within love, you have a hard time finding love, you have a hard time with friends or partnerships or business partnerships, know that this is all due to the lessons and the discipline that Saturn wants you to learn in this area, and that it will get better by the ages of 30, 35. But that doesn't mean, listen to me when I say this, that doesn't mean you just get to sit back and look at your watch and say, okay, I'm gonna wait till 30 and I'll become attractive, poof. Or I'm gonna wait till 30 or my first Saturn return and all of a sudden I'm gonna be attractive and I'm gonna get a partner. No, you have to work at these things. You have to, in the meantime, be working towards showing up as a social force, showing up and finding fairness and compromise within your relationships, and that doesn't mean, listen, that doesn't mean that you go out and bend over backwards for others. No, it just means that you are actually going out, you're social, you know how to socialize, but when things turn sour or they turn south, you still know how to stand up for yourself. You still how to know what to ask for within what you deserve in life, within a relationship. You know how to compromise, and you learn fairness. You learn the art of 50-50 on both sides. If you give someone 50, you expect 50 back, right? So these are all the lessons that you are here to learn. Is you are here to learn to wield your harmonious, graceful, and beautiful and social aspects in this life, okay? And so this is what Venus conjunct Saturn will be. Now, that is one type of experience that a person can have. The other type of experience that someone can have with this Venus conjunct Saturn is that you may find hard work is actually easy to you. You see, you may find that you going after your career achievements and you going after your career and showing up as a manager within your job or within your work, that comes easy to you in your life. You may even dream to yourself and wish to yourself, geez, I wish the experience I have at work, I had it in my love life. I bet you probably wish that or dream that because you see that and you experience that. You're like, when I'm on the clock, when I'm at my job, I am worshipped, I am graced, I am finding the most harmony and beauty. It's like I can make money out of thin air. But when it comes to love, it's like, hello, is anyone home? You see, that is the experience that someone can experience with this Venus conjunct Saturn. Now, wherever your Venus conjunct Saturn is within your birth chart will show me where you are experiencing this type of tone in your life, where you are experiencing this somewhat push and pull of ease and flow and discipline and lessons in karma, okay? It's gonna vary and change depending on where that is for you in your chart, and it will also vary and change depending on what sign your Venus conjunct Saturn is in, okay? But do know that when your Saturn return comes around, there is gonna be a lot to do with your romantic life. There's gonna be a lot to do with your ability to socialize, your ability to partner with others, your ability to make money for yourself, your ability to really work hard towards not only your professional dreams, but also towards your love life and your romantic and your social life as well. Okay, so do know that with Venus and Saturn, you will get someone, as far as a love partner goes, who does take you very seriously and takes the marriage very seriously. So like I said, this isn't all doom and gloom. No, because after the age of 30, 35, should you work towards these lessons that Venus and Saturn want from you, you're gonna find that you become a master in this area. You're gonna become someone that people do want to join forces with, and you're gonna know how to ask for what you want. You're gonna be someone that is extremely attractive. You're gonna be someone who takes marriage and bonds and partnerships and romantic relationships very seriously. You're gonna be marriage material with this type of placement. You already are marriage material, but you may struggle in going out and getting it, you see, or going out and finding it and establishing it. But after the age of 30, this becomes your superpower, where you are someone that just embodies the beautiful and more mature Venusian aspects in life. You are someone that would be a great mother, a great husband, a great wife, you know, someone who is really pulling your weight and doing your end of the bargain within the marriage, within the relationship. You see how that goes, where it's like it delays it for a reason, so that when you do get it, you become a master in it. Because you take it seriously. You know what it took to get it. You knew the lack there without it. So when you do get it, you become such a master at it. At it being love, it being socialization, it being, you know, your ability to partner with others and socialize with others, okay? So let me know what your particular Venus conjunct Saturn is sitting in as far as the house goes. Let me know the sign that it is in. Know that this will get better as you approach your 30s or around the first Saturn return, but you do not get permission to just sit around and wait for that, because if you wait and you're not doing anything about it, I promise you, you're gonna experience it well throughout your 30s if you're not working towards it by the Saturn return, okay? So try to mind the lessons, okay? So that was your reading. I really do hope that you got something out of this. I am going to go ahead and leave you with this. I'm wishing you all the best, many blessings, and a great day. Bye. Let's say you have Venus conjunct Uranus in the birth chart, okay? This is gonna be a very interesting type of conjunction, okay? Venus conjunct Uranus in the birth chart is gonna give you a very shocking experience, but you, in those very shocking and rebellious and avant-garde and alternative experiences, you may find that you find your attractiveness. You may find that people really relish in the fact that you are being the different one, or the oddball, or the one doing the thing that is off the cuff. All right, you will find that you are that very interesting alien / unicorn that everyone kind of loves you for. You know, these are the people who can be quite inventive. You can even be someone that sets trends, especially fashion-wise, you know, if you wanted to in your life. Now, this is going to vary and change depending on the sign and the house that your Venus conjunct Uranus is in, but do know that you are going to be someone who is quite the trendsetter. You are also going to be someone that throughout the inventions or the inventive mind that you have, or your ability to invent something, right? Come up with something, start something, pioneer something, that it is very blessed, that you may even find money through an invention that you create, you know, that can push humanity forward in some kind of way. Now, Venus conjunct Uranus would also show that in your rebellion, right? You know those rebels that we see on television, or those people who are very humanitarian driven, or fighting for a cause, or doing something very revolutionary. And you know how sometimes they're painted in the light of being bad. They're painted in the light of like, ooh, I don't want to be associated with that. With you, when you have Venus conjunct Uranus, you will be someone that people want to be a part of that. They will be like, wait, I like that. Oh my God, I love that she said that very rebellious, revolutionary thing. I love that he is leading the charge and doing this very off the cuff thing. How do I join? How do I sign up? Like, can I do it too? That is what Venus conjunct Uranus is going to give you, because you are going to be someone that finds grace, beauty, and harmony in your individuality, in your ability to be someone that is shocking or revolutionary. All right. Now, this may also, in a more substantial area of your life, will come out within your approach to love. All right. You will be someone who may be very attracted to those who are avant-garde, who are off the cuff, who are extremely progressive and different and strange and weird, for a lack of a better word. You know, you will enjoy those types. You will also be someone that may enjoy the types that are extremely intellectual, extremely nerdy. You will really, really vibe with that energy. You will really, really enjoy that type of energy. You could be very good at technology. You could also be someone with this Venus conjunct Uranus who will want a very different and dynamic love situation. You know, these are the people who could be poly or non-monogamous. You know, these are the people who could even be, you know, of the same sex. They really like, you know, they are gay, lesbian, things of that nature. And even if they're not, they would just still be someone that does want their freedom within their love. They will have some unique dynamic within their love and their marital partner, whether it be, you know, you're married but you both live in different quarters of the house. You've got your room, I got my room. Like, it could be literally that. Like, you will be okay with those types of setups. You will enjoy that or crave that, or you will have something very different around the way that you approach love and the dynamics within the love that you want, that when you tell people in conventional society what it is you want, they may scratch their head and say, oh, that's what you like? Like, whoa, that's it's very different. That is literally what it is. You are someone that enjoys that difference. You enjoy that new progressive way of approaching love. And you may even find that even if you don't, you may attract partners who are this way. You may attract lovers who are this way, who want their freedom. They kind of want their cake and they want to eat it too a little bit. Like, they want to bond with you, but they still want freedom. They still want, you know, their individuality at the same time. They want their ability to go out and be autonomous and do what they want, right? Like, that is what can be seen here with this Uranus conjunct Venus, or Venus conjunct Uranus. Okay, so now remember, this varies and changes depending on if it is in the houses that belong to Scorpio or Capricorn, or in the signs that, if it's in the sign of Scorpio or Capricorn, okay? It can alter and vary and change this analysis. So if you have those placements, definitely let me know in the comments below, and I'll write back to you what you could be experiencing because of that particular position of your Uranus conjunct Venus in Scorpio or Capricorn. But do know, generally, even if you don't have it in those signs that I just named, write in the comments below, because I do want to know the house and your particular sign that your Venus conjunct Uranus is in, okay? So without further ado, I am wishing you all of the very individualistic, inventive, progressive, avant-garde, shake the room, set the tone energy, okay? Because you have the makings of someone who, through your brilliance, through your intellectuality, through your ability to set the trend, through your ability to go left when everyone's going right, that you will find such grace, harmony, flow, and attractiveness within who you are, right? So you have a beautiful, blessed day. I'm wishing you all the best and many blessings. Bye. Let's say you have Venus conjunct Mars in your chart, okay? So this is almost like two opposite planets coming up and meeting together, okay? Because you quite literally have the opposition or the opposite energy as a conjunction. Okay, because as we know, Mars in our zodiac or in our cosmos or in astrology has to do with the traits that are all about aggression, competition, independence, where a lot of your motivation is, okay? Meaning where a lot of your energy is, where you're putting a lot of your vitality, where you're putting your actions in during your day. You know, me as an astrologer, if I ever want to see what a person is doing all day, where they're putting all their energy all day, what is making them tired, you know, I look to where their Mars is. I want to see what you've been doing all day and where you're putting that energy in. And if they have it near Venus, right, it can show that for this person with Venus conjunct Mars, their actions are quite blessed, okay? It is in their ability to go out and get the things that they want that they are blessed. They could be someone that is quite a hustler, right? You ever know those people that the minute they put their mind to it and they get up and they go after something, they get it and it happens? That's because they may have Venus conjunct Mars or Venus in Aries, right? Like, it can be that type of situation for this person, okay? Because Venus conjunct Mars is gonna show that the person, whenever they take action, they could be even dancers, right? Think about the fusion of action and art, right? the fusion of beauty and like physical nature that Mars gives. So usually dancers have this type of placement. Acrobatics have this type of placement. Synchronized dancers have these types of placements. Choreographers have these places because they are using their vitality in a very synchronized and beautiful way. You see how those two opposing energies, when blended together, it comes out in certain areas of our life and certain experiences of our life. You may even find that people tell you that the way you move is very graceful. The way you carry out plans are very graceful, right? The way you walk is very graceful. It is when you are being your most aggressive, or even when you're being angry, that you are seen as attractive. These are the people that when they are, upset, when they're leading the tone, when they are leading the charge, people want to follow. People want to follow these types of individuals, okay? Because they have Venus in Aries. Now, let's say you didn't have Venus in Aries, right? And we're just talking about Mars. Usually because Mars is the planet of aggression and competition, right? It would make the person's actions very pure and potent in the way that it may give the viewer or the person who is experiencing the aggression from the person who has just Mars in their chart. It would make them go, ooh, like that person's so bossy. Oh my God, that person is just so selfish. But when you do it with someone who has Mars conjunct Venus, you will find that when you are being selfish, when you are taking charge, when you are being independent, when you are going after the things that you want, that people almost love it more. People love that fire about you. They really do. And that's why I say this is like the makings of a leader. This is someone that really is able to pull people in through their ability to take charge and take the lead, So if you have this placement, I encourage you to go after the things that you want in life. You may even be someone that in love you may have to initiate, okay? When you have Venus conjunct Mars, this is almost like the Xena Warrior Princess type of placement, okay? Go watch the show. It's on Prime Video on Amazon. This is not an ad. Go watch Xena Warrior Princess and you tell me if you would walk up to Xena Warrior Princess. No. But everyone in that land, in that story of Xena Warrior Princess, the minute that Xena Warrior Princess said, hey you, come here, they followed, okay? They followed, trust me. She could have any man in the land, but no one was gonna step to her because she had Venus in Aries or Mars in conjunct Venus. Okay, this is what happens when you blend those two. People are going to somewhat give you your space a little bit. They're going to value your independence. You may even value your independence a little bit with this type of placement. But let me know, are you a hustler? Are you someone who's very ambitious? Have you noticed that when you really do pick up and go after the things that you want in this life, that you are able to get it, all right? That you are rarely told no when you are going after the things that you want in this life. Let me know, because that would be all due to your Venus conjunct Mars, all right? Venus conjunct Mars is very potent energy, but it is only activated through your action. Please understand that if you are someone that is trying to be attractive, meaning you're just sitting back with the Venus in Venus conjunct Mars and you're sitting back and waiting for others to do it for you, waiting for others to come up to you to make the deal with you, waiting for others to come up and flirt with you, know that that is not going to be your experience. Your experience with Venus conjunct Mars is to be the initiator, for you to be saying, hey, I like you. Hey, what's your name? Hey, I've got a product for you. Would you like to buy it? And it is when you are enacting that you will find that, boom, your Venus is activated, and all of a sudden you become a very attractive force, that people like it when you are taking the lead, when you are initiating, okay? Because otherwise people are going to, like I said, they're going to value your space. They're going to say, I don't think that person wants to be talked to. I think that person likes their independence, you see? So let me know where your Venus conjunct Mars is in your birth chart, what house it is in, what sign it is in the birth chart, and I will let you know where you could be experiencing this type of energy and what that means particularly for you. And also I do want to say that if you have Venus conjunct Mars in areas that have to do with Scorpio or Capricorn, know that it can alter this entire analysis, okay? Because those are very different types of energies, all right? That will have a very different experience with this type of energy, okay? You may even find with Venus conjunct Mars that there's a love-hate relationship that people may give you. You know, people may be jealous of you. They may get jealous of you, all right? Because there's something about you that they don't know if they love or if they hate, right? It's just, and it's both, which AKA is jealousy, right? So you may experience those things, all right? Especially in that area of life, wherever your Venus conjunct Mars is, you may experience that jealousy in that area of your life, all right? Or that experience in that area of your life, okay? So I am wishing you all of the beautifully aggressive energy. I'm wishing you all of the motivational energy to go out and get the things that you want, because I promise you, it is in your actions that you will be like a beautiful swan, a beautiful gazelle, going after the things that you want, and you will be a force to be reckoned with in the most beautiful way. All right, in the most like, yes, like this person deserves it. Let me open the door for this person, you know? So do it, all right? That is literally all I can tell you, is just do it. I promise you, you will be well regarded when you do, all right? So you have a beautiful, blessed day. I'm wishing you all the best and many blessings. Bye. Let's say you have Venus conjunct Neptune in your birth chart, okay? So this is gonna be a very interesting and nebulous type of position when you have Venus conjunct Neptune in the birth chart, okay? Because as we know, Neptune is what I like to call a blind spot within astrology, within your birth chart. It is the area that is just outside the scope of understanding for you, right? Wherever Neptune is, it will be that thing that feels like you just can't quite materialize it. You can't quite get it. Wherever Neptune is in your chart, it's that area where you look around and everyone else gets that aspect. Everyone else is able to materialize it, but for you, it feels so inaccessible. It feels so foreign. It feels so like, is there a day in school that I'm missing? All right, when it comes to that particular energy that your Neptune is in. All right, so this is also the very spiritual and ethereal energy as well. It's all to do with spirituality and the ethereal realms and things of that nature. And they also say that Neptune is a higher octave of Venus herself. So if you have this type of placement, there's so much to unpack here, okay? So first and foremost, when you have Venus conjunct Neptune, this is gonna make you someone who is a lover of all things spiritual, all things creative, all things healing. You are going to be that ethereal being who is very, very healing within your aura. You are going to be someone that is a lover of spirituality. I mean, hi, that's why you're here on this video, because you got Venus conjunct Neptune, you see? And you will be someone who loves this area of your life, right? When it comes to all things spiritual, healing, creative, this may be the easiest area of your life. You know, you could be someone that is a great Reiki healer, a great nurse, a great doctor, a great homeopathic medicine practitioner. You could be someone who is great with any of the spiritual practices, but when it comes to actual physical love, you could be a little lacking in that. That could be an area that may feel foreign to you. It could feel a little like something that is hard for you to gain or hard for you to access in this life, and that is all due to Venus conjunct Neptune. You could also be someone that's quite sacrificial in love, or for the people that you do love. So I do want to warn you with this type of energy to not be that way, okay? Because you are gonna need to learn to be a bit more practical with this energy in order to find love in your life, or to find healthy love in your life, because you would be someone, remember, you would be someone with all of that ethereal energy that you possess, with all that artistic and unconditionally loving energy that you have within you. You will be, your energy signature will be like a warm campfire for everyone, right? And think about it, a campfire doesn't discriminate who it gives its warmth to. A campfire gives its warmth to burglars, to thieves, to good people, bad people, and you will be susceptible to the same type of energy. Do you understand? And so this may come out within your love life, where you may find that you are always attracting people who need your help rather than needing a lover, who rather than needing they don't need a girlfriend or a husband, they need a therapist, right? And because you have that very unconditional loving energy, they may take to that part of you rather than the actual physical romantic aspect of it, you know? So be careful of getting into relationships with people who can pull the wool over your eyes, where on the date and on first impressions you thought they were one way, but as time goes forward you find out that they are a completely different person than you thought they were, right? And to be honest with you, they were always that person. It's just that your Venus conjunct Neptune didn't quite see it or want to see it. You see, so that's why I said in the beginning, you have to be very practical with this energy, because it can get you carried away in your own illusions and delusions and things of that nature, and having you feeling as if, you know, love is hard to access, when it's not hard to access. It's just you have to be someone that is a little bit more practical within it, right? Because ultimately, listen, this placement is not all doom and gloom. No way, no how. No, 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 no. Remember, everything in the birth chart, I don't care if it's a malefic placement, I don't care if it's a detrimental placement, I don't care if it's seen as bad or unfavorable. Everything in our birth chart is here to teach us and guide us on the journey that we are here on this planet to get to where we need to be in this life, okay? And not only physically where we need to be, but emotionally and spiritually where we need to be. And sometimes the only way that the universe can do that is to create obstacles. You know, this world that we are in is our jungle gym for our souls to grow and for us to really realize ourselves. And so I say this to say that this is not all a doom and gloom placement, because it is when you begin to get very practical. The moment you start to really see people for who they are, right? You are someone that is protective of that spiritual and unconditional loving energy. And I'm not saying go out and be someone that's hard. No, but just know who is actually deserving of your unconditionally loving, caring energy. Learn who is actually, become a little bit more discerning is what I'm saying. Because when you do, you will find that your marriage partner will almost be as if they were plucked out of your dreams. You know, you will get someone, your marriage partner will be very spiritual. They will be someone who is very creative, very healing in their own right. They will be someone that is very spiritual, and they will almost be as if they were made manifest in front of you, like they were plucked out of a dream. You may even see this person and be like, I think I dreamed about you. I literally think that like you are the complete manifestation of everything I wrote down in my journal 3 years ago. Like, it'll be that type of experience for you. But in order to get there, listen, in order to get there, you're gonna have to firmly plant your feet on the ground. You're gonna have to be someone that really, really does get serious and grounded within your love life and is able to see and discern who is in front of you. Not dating for potential, not dating people because you feel they have a good heart, not dating people or tolerating relationships, and not even, let's even get out of the romantic aspect. This is in all relationships in your life, whether friendly, romantic, business-wise, it's within everyone. You have to be discerning who is deserving of that beautiful, ethereal, spiritual energy that you have, because I promise you, people will try to siphon it. They do not care about the things that you care about. Okay, they want what they can get, all right? And you are like a energetic vampire's wet dream with this type of placement, okay? So protect that aspect of who you are by being discerning. But do know this makes you wildly creative. This makes you extremely creative. You are someone who really finds ease and flow within the spiritual realms and within your spiritual relationship. You could have a very deep and connectedness about you to source, to universe, to God, to whoever you pray to. You could just have a very harmonious relationship with this area of your life. But it just becomes when it's the things outside in the physical world that could be the challenge, you know, especially interrelationally. All right, so that was the analysis of Venus conjunct Neptune in your birth chart. Now let me know, because I won't know what particular area this is for you unless you let me know the house. And I also won't know what you will really be experiencing unless you let me know the sign that it is in. So let me know where your Venus conjunct Neptune is, and that will better help me to be able to let you know exactly what you are experiencing within your birth chart. But I want you to protect this energy. I want you to continue to be the spiritual, faithful, unconditionally loving person that you definitely are. Continue to create. Offer your spirituality, your healing knowledge, your spiritual knowledge to others. This would make you someone who could be a great actor, great singer, great painter, anything within the performing arts fields you would excel at, okay? So put yourself on camera, you would be amazing at it, okay? So that is all I have to say. I'm wishing you all the best, many blessings, and much prosperity and abundance. You have a beautiful day. Bye. Let's say you have Moon conjunct Venus in the birth chart, okay? So as we know, Moon in the astrological birth chart is all to do with your mothering nature, your emotions, you know, the relationship with the mother. Things of that nature can be seen and can be determined through the traits that Moon offers the birth chart. If I ever want to see what a person feels throughout their day or where their emotions are dependent on, I look towards the moon in the birth chart, okay? And so what happens when Venus is conjunct the moon? This would show that this person would definitely have somewhat of, especially if it's not in a very detrimental house or sign, this person would have a very harmonious inner world, okay? These people would also be someone that definitely wants to nurture other people. They may find that they are able to become well liked in life by their ability to express their emotions or offer the care and nurturing that they have within them, okay? You could be someone that is able to harbor the pain or emotions of other people and turn it around for others. You know, you could have that way about you. You can have a very nurturing spirit. You could be someone that is very, very good in your own inner emotional world, so you have the capacity to be that healing force for other people within their own emotions, okay? Now, this could also show that with moon conjunct Venus, if it's not in a detrimental sign or detrimental sign or house, it can show that the relationship between you and the mother was very good, right? The mother, you and the mother are almost like best friends a little bit. Like that can be what can be shown when you have moon conjunct Venus. Now, moon conjunct Venus can also be that you are also someone who is, you know, a lot of therapists have this placement because think about it, they are able to harbor the emotions of others and are able to turn it around for others. Emotions, no matter how dark, no matter how deep, they are able to rectify it. They are able to heal it. They are able to turn around. Also, with the moon conjunct Venus, you would be someone who is emotionally attached to your love life or to your social world. You know, anything happening within your social world as far as romance goes, friendship goes, anything that has to do with you and others, right? Let's say someone is upset with you, is mad at you, someone, you know, is upset with you at your job. That is going to attack your emotions. You're going to feel like unless you smooth that situation over, it's almost like you can't sleep or you can't find joy in your life until you smooth it over, because you are going to be quite dependent on balance and harmonious relationships in your life, okay? In you and your ability to find love, in your ability to find romance. You will also be someone with this moon conjunct Venus who may find a lover or prefer a lover who is and has emotional depth or qualities to them. You know, you are going to find a lover who has a lot of fatherly qualities or motherly qualities or domestic qualities to them, right? And you will also be someone that if you can't emotionally get on that level with the person on a more emotional level, then you don't really find that spark, right? That is what you're gonna need within love. That is gonna be your style, your approach to show someone that you love them is through your ability to care for them, almost like a child, almost like a, you know, like a child, you know, like that is what it's gonna be. So let me know if you resonate with that. You know, this is what can be seen when you have moon conjunct Venus in the birth chart. All right, so with this particular conjunction, this can only be more like dived into and dissected should I know the house and the sign that it is in. So go ahead and let me know if you resonate with this, and let me know where and what sign your Venus conjunct moon is in your birth chart, and that will help me better able to help you in what this means for you. But do know this is quite an emotional type of nurturing type of placement, and I'm wishing you all of the nurturing energy. The more that you express your emotions, the more you nurture others, the more you help others, the more you heal others, the more harmony, grace, balance, and togetherness you will find, attractiveness that you will find to others, all right? You may also have a very nurturing and motherly quality to you. Even if you are a man, you will have a very nurturing and paternal aspect to you, and this is what makes you very well liked in your life, okay? So let me know your particular situation with your moon conjunct Venus, and I will let you know in the comments below. I'm wishing you all of the beautiful, healing, emotional, and empathetic energy that I know you possess. I'm wishing that you express it to your loved ones and you express it out to the world, because it'll be in you doing that you get a lot of beauty, harmony, grace, and even money in your life, all right? So you have a beautiful, blessed day, all right? Bye. Let's say you have Venus conjunct Pluto in the birth chart. Now, this is gonna be somewhat of a heavy and very, very intense type of conjunction within the chart, okay? Because as we know, Pluto is the great transformer, okay? It makes a big impact and it creates intensity wherever it is in the birth chart, all right? And so for you, with this being conjunct your Venus, you may find ease and flow in the chaos. You know, you may find ease and flow and harmony within the taboo, within the sexual, within the moments that seem the most chaotic to everyone else. For you, it could be like, I'm breathing fresh air right now. Like, it can feel that way for you when you have Venus conjunct Pluto. These are my very, very sexual human beings and my very powerful human beings, because they are able to handle the storms that they are in. They are able to handle the sexual nature of life. They are able to deeply bond with others and not be afraid of those taboo subjects or getting deep, right? You know, those subjects that when you are at the dinner table with your parents, or, you know, when you're on a first date, you got to kind of search to see if a person is okay with touching on certain subjects. With someone with Venus and Pluto, they are right there with you. They are probably the one initiating that type of conversation, is to get deep. They want to get to the nitty gritty. They want the raw, they want the ugly, they want the real. For them, those traits, those occurrences in life, the raw, the real, the ugly, for them, that's beautiful. For them, they want that out of a relationship. They want that intensity because they have Venus conjunct Pluto. Those things don't scare them. Topics like astrology, topics like numerology, topics like conspiracy theories, topics like psychology don't scare these types of people with Venus conjunct Pluto. Know that on a more substantial and physical scale, these are the people who are able to, through the transformations that they go through, they become more beautiful. And even if they don't become more beautiful, they find more blessings in their transformations. They will find it in the times where their life is taking them from one chapter of life to the next, that they are blessed in that transitionary phase. That what would have made that person, or what would have made a person fail in that time, or find themselves in a very sticky situation, or have them in a worse situation than they were previous to the chapter that they probably went off and tried to chase. For those that have Venus conjunct Pluto, they find that when they take a chance, when they trust, when they transform, when they evolve, when they move on from one thing to the other, when they leave things that no longer serve them, they are blessed. They find blessings, okay? They find ease, they find grace in this. So these are my people who are the endless phoenix risers. You know that saying of like Phoenix rising from the ashes? These are the people who are on an endless metamorphosis in their life. They go through very many of those. They are the eternal phoenix risers. They're always going through an endless death and rebirth. And it is in those deaths and rebirths that they are blessed in this life. It could be where they find money. Now, I see a lot of psychologists have this placement, right? Because they are able to dive deep into a person's psyche. They are able to take the raw, the real, the ugly, the baggage of the situation, and they are able to rectify it for a person. They're able to take that ugly thing and make it beautiful, right? Whether physically, spiritually, or emotionally, they are able to do this for someone when you have Venus conjunct Pluto. These could also be people who, you could also be someone who's highly sexual. You're very good in the bedroom, right? It can be that type of placement when you have Venus conjunct Pluto, all right? So these are the people who I would really, really encourage to really show that depth that you have within you, because you will be someone who is searching for that in others. I would also say that your love life, your romantic life, will be one that goes through very many transformations, and you may also find that you attract a lot of powerful people, right? You attract a lot of people who have a lot of mystique to them, or an aura of power around them, and you will find that the partner, the soulmate that is meant for you, will transform your life. They will come in and they will transform your entire existence, okay? So and you may also enjoy those types of partners. You will enjoy very deep and karmic relationships. You will be someone that even within your friendships, even within your business relationships, there's an air of intensity there, all right? And you somewhat enjoy that. Even though you may kick, yell, and scream, there's a part of you that if it were another way, you would not be tantalized. You would not be amused. You would not be interested. Okay, you would kind of be like, I'm bored, yawn. You need that Christian Grey, Edward Cullen type of love. You need that depth, that intensity. You really, really do. And like I said, it is in that intensity that you actually find that it is something that is easy for you to navigate through. It's not something hard. It's not something that is bad for you. To others, it may look that way, but for you, you're able to just like swim. You can be like the eye of the storm, if that makes sense. Like this feels normal for you. It feels like that is what you need in life, all right? And that's not me saying go and sign up for an abusive relationship or go sign up for a relationship that does you harm. That's definitely not what I'm saying. I'm saying find the relationships that have a certain amount of degree of depth to them, okay? It could be because those are the relationships that you would be the most satisfied in, okay? Yeah, so that's Venus conjunct Pluto. Let me know where your Venus conjunct Pluto is, all right? Let me know what house it is in. Let me know what sign it is in, because that would help me help you to be able to let you know exactly where that is for you, okay? Like, and what that is saying for you, what that needs from you in this life, okay? But you would do very good as someone who is working with like anything hidden, anything esoteric, anything you would find money within, anything to do with the sexual nature or the taboo nature or things that happen at night or adult situations. You would be very good with that, all right? You would make a lot of money from those areas of life, okay? So without further ado, I'm wishing you all the transformative, deep, substantial energy in the zodiac, because I know that that is where you thrive and where you find your grace, harmony, balance, and attractiveness. And I will see you on the next video, all right? You have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye.